Hello, Chem Dog. How are you? Hope everybody's having a good day. We're going to do some more baking today. And if we have time, we will also do some Marvel Rivals. I'm not sure if we'll have time for that today, but we will see if we have time. Hello, it's me. I'm here again in my kitchen. Oh, it's wet over here. Why is it wet? I am ready to bake. I guess I should take a picture for the Instagram so people know I'm live, and maybe also post it on Twitch, since apparently Twitch hasn't been sending out notifications, according to some folks. This feels really light. A lot of air in there. Wow, I look completely insane. Let me try one more time. I look less insane. Seems good. I will pull up the chats. Right here, I'll make this post, then I'll pull up the chat so I can see all of your beautiful chat messages. But let me make this post first. I hope everybody enjoyed It Welcome to Dairy last night, for those that were watching. I had a good time watching, and I hope you all did too. I guess I'll call it Holiday Baking Finale. I'm trying to think of like something fun to put on there. Some fun thing, but I don't know. I can't think of fun things today. The struggle's real. There we go. That's fine. Bit of music. Just do some orchestral music and we're good to go. All right, now on the Twitch side. All right, sweet. Now let me pull up my chat. I already have my recipe open, so it should be good that way. How did everybody do last night? Everybody have a good night? I hope so. There we go. Jump onto my stream manager. Jump on to my channel. Make sure that the audio isn't playing. It always is. All messages. All right. Okay, we're good to go. We are in business, baby. I am good, Cherry. How are you doing? Red Hood, hello. Homie, hello. Dichotic, hello. Dichotic, I hope you're feeling better today. Hope a little bit better than yesterday anyways. Probably a work in progress. Chemdog says, deja vu, we are baking again. We doing the last set of cookies today. Nice. No pain is good news, Cherry. Glad to hear you're just chilling. It was quite the finale, Chemdog. It was quite the finale on It Welcome to Dairy. I had a great time watching. I loved it. I thought they did such a good job. And the way that it sets up what's coming next, very, very cool. Jamie, hello. Cherry, I already said hi to you, but hello again. Marvel Man, hello. You had to do some stuff, Rob, last night or today? Duncan Mallory, hello. Your night was great. I'm glad to hear it, homie. You stayed up until about 3 a.m. You were too cold, Marvel Man. You need to get an electric blanket. Do you have any electric blankets? Those are really good. Watching a video of Rogue comebacks and hearing Remy call Rogue Madame LeBeau. Oh, love it. Is that in Rivals? Hopefully we'll get to some Rivals today, but we'll see how long this takes us. Rashid said work sucked, but I came home, had a beer, and relaxed. Sounds like a nice evening, all in all. Deviason says, I can't wait to see the cookies. Well, this is what we baked last time, everybody. So let's switch to our other camera. We baked, here, I'll get rid of my chair. Sorry, I was sitting here eating noodles last night. I'll just put my chair over here for now. But I was eating noodles after stream, and it was great. It was glorious. I don't know if we'll need this bowl today, so I'm going to put it away. All of these containers of cookies is what we've made so far. So much ginger molasses cookies. My word, that's a lot of cookies. So that's what we've made. I don't know if my hair was actually in the way. Here, I'll leave the cookies out. Oh, it smells so good. So that's what we've made so far. You can see that my tag needs to be tucked in. And now we're going to be making peanut butter blossom cookies next. So that is our next assignment, should we choose to accept it. Which I will accept it. I'm excited to be baking peanut butter cookies today. These are probably my most famous cookies that we're about to bake. People always ask for these each year. So we will move our Tupperwares to the side. And I did want to chop up my tea. Is this boiled? So I might do that. And then we will begin on the peanut butter cookies. Last night you had a hot editor stuff to do? What is hot editor stuff? I don't know what that means. You had to edit stuff? I'm assuming. I don't know if you meant to say a hot editor, Rob. Rapala, I hope your workday is going good. I hope it's going well. Welcome in. Overlord, hello. Dichotic, that's rough. Are you also like you can't sleep if there's sound? Are you more of a sensitive sleeper? I can sleep like the world could be ending outside and I could still sleep. So I'm very fortunate in that way. When I really want to sleep, I sleep. The struggle for me is getting to bed. They look amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the cookies were pretty good. I tried some yesterday. Can attest, they're good. We made gingerbread and Amanda didn't even send me some. Locke, yes, sorry. I will not be sending any baked goods to anyone in chat. I'm so sorry. I have 8 different people I have to give them to. If I could share them all with you, I would. I don't know if by the time I mailed them to you, though, if they'd be any good. Need to put them in a tin with some bread. Oh, you're in pain. Sorry, I thought you said you weren't in pain, Cherry. Thank you for the highlighted message. Glad to hear that you are hanging in there, though, chilling on the couch, Cherry. Rest up your foot, rest up your whole body. It sounds like you're kind of all messed up right now. Your head? Eric, hello. We are now all bakers here. Yes, you are baking accomplices. You're joining me in this baking revolution. Hello, Jarrell. Welcome in. Thanks for being a member, by the way. I am baking again, Dragon Trainer. Yes. Not cooking, baking, but baking is a form of cooking, as we discussed yesterday. No baked goods for chat. Yeah, I wish I could share with you guys through the chat. Unfortunately, we do not have the technology yet for me to hand you a cookie through a screen. But maybe next year. Ah, it's harder to get back to sleep, right? They wake you up to do observations in the middle of the night? Do they have to like check something specific in the middle of the night? That sucks. I would hate being woken up in the middle of the night for tests. I'd be like, leave me alone, let me sleep. I would legit send baked goods to you if it were a viable thing. I need to find a teleporter. I know a teleporter would be helpful for that, Jamie. Also, did you start any baking last night? I know you said you were getting some bake stuff inspired by the stream. The Madrout, thank you for the lurk, and I hope that your day at work is going well. But yes, totally cool. It is a Monday. A lot of people are working. Just put the code in chat and you can 3D print the cookies at home. Yeah, just send the files for cookies. Well, I can tell you how we're going to be baking these cookies because I do have a recipe. So we could start with that if that seems good. I'm going to grab my tea so I can get some more hot water going, get some more tea going. Don't mind me, I'm just hitting things off camera. Like I said, there's everything in my apartment is pretty much on the other side of the camera in piles. It's like I was gonna sit in that's why I had to sit here last night because I can't sit in my living room when I have this set up. I have to wait till I break this down and then I can put everything back on this table and then I'll be back to normal. But this will be the last time that we do this for a bit. I'm sure we'll bake again. Baking number 3, the final cookie. We are going to be baking peanut butter cookies today. I mean, baking is a form of cooking, so it's all good, Dragon Trainer. You're not wrong. Sweet potato spice bars. That sounds good, Rashid. Your sister likes to bake? Yeah, baking is fun. You've been watching Christmas movies, shows, and episodes. Nice. I have yet to watch anything Christmassy. That has not happened yet. Maybe one day. Maybe Santa. I mean, we will watch something Christmassy over on the Patreon, so that's going to happen at least. But when will I have time to watch things? I've been watching Alien Earth. Not very Christmassy, but very good. Half a cup of granulated sugar, half a cup of packed brown sugar, half a cup of creamy peanut butter, half a cup of salted butter softened, 1 large egg. Let me pull out my eggs. 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and we need about 36 Hershey's Kisses. I think I have enough. I have 2 packages. So hopefully we have enough of those. How many does this recipe yield? Does it tell me? 36. It's saying it does exactly 36 is a really specific number. Exactly 36 cookies. All right, let me heat the oven to 375. That's done. And now we need to mix the sugar, the brown sugar, the peanut butter, the butter, the egg with a mixer, which I have over here. And then we're going to stir in flour. I can do it all in one bowl. Great. Okay, good. So I don't need my big bowl. Did someone just send me a treat? Who did that? Thank you so much for the treat. I don't know why my alert sound didn't play. I have my earbud in, so I was hoping I would hear it. Jamie, thank you so much for sending me a treat and putting me in a festive mood with I think that's the Swiss Chalet special. Thank you. Very exciting as I ate noodles and cookies yesterday. I did have cereal this morning though, so I did eat. You're going to research quality recipes now that the internet is back first? Nice. Yeah, that's a good idea. Research some recipes, find some you like, and then you can get bacon. So we need, for this recipe, I'm going to grab granulated sugar, half a cup of this, half a cup of the brown sugar, and half a cup of peanut butter. And the butter and the egg also go in here, and then we mix it all together. I think the butter will just be all of it, and then 1 egg. And everything else is a half cup, I believe. Half, half, half. Yep. This is basically about a half a cup of butter that I have in here. So let me grab my half cup. And we should be good to go. All right, let's add some things to the bowl. Just finished watching the 2018 Grinch with Benedict Cumberbatch. Nice. Dark Horse, thank you so much for the 5, the hearts. Thank you so much for the hearts. And I got to do a wheel spin for Jamie, Dark Horse, and Scribbles for the biddies. Thank you so much for the hype train. Wow, 10 bits gets me a hype train today. They're like, it's Monday. It's a slow day. Hype train, you can have it. Hey, Chris, welcome in. You just made some wedding cookies. What are wedding cookies, Scribbles? Is that a type of cookie? Also, hello, Scribbles. How are you? And thank you for the 5 bits. And thank you for the 5 bits, Dark Horse. Once I add these ingredients before I mix, I'll do a couple wheel spins for us. You just finished watching the 2018 Grinch with Benedict Cumberbatch. How was that? I haven't seen that one yet. But I like Benedict Cumberbatch. Was it good? I don't think I watched that one yet. Duncan Mallory, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Whoa. Thank you, thank you. Welcome on into the Fang Gang. Otaku Gamer, M. Lout, Lasuk, Dante, Cat's Eye, Dr. Malaleche. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted, Duncan Mallory. Yep, there are types sometimes called Danish or Mexican wedding cookies or snowballs. Oh, I think I know what a snowball is. Do they have coconut in them? Dark Horse, yes, thank you so much. Oh, wait, I gotta put more sugar, actually. I'm learning today is Ami Kawaii's birthday, the original Scorpina from Power Ranger. What? That's awesome. I love Scorpina. She's great. Whoa, Renelle, thank you so much for the dinos. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies. My chat has frozen. I don't know if Gladys is going to read stuff today. I don't know if the TTS is working. We're going to find out. You're testing it right now. I realized I moved my camera, so now I'm out of frame unless I'm over here. So maybe I do need to move it back a little bit. Hostess snowballs. I don't know if they're similar to the Hostess snowballs. I don't know if I've had those. Welcome to Dairy was amazing. I need that season 2. Me too. I also need that season 2. It was really good. Okay, that should be enough. That should be enough sugar. Thank you so much for the hype train, guys. How are we on a level 2 hype train? What the heck? Yeah, I guess Gladys isn't reading stuff today. She wasn't working yesterday either, was she? Did we hear her read anything? I don't know. Maybe TTS is down. Should be set up. And I have it. Maybe I don't have it on this camera. Maybe I only have it on this camera. Maybe that's why. Sorry, I'm just going to make an adjustment. I will do some wheel spins for you guys. Thank you so much for the hype train. This is crazy. How are we already on hype train level 2? We got 2 minutes and 27 seconds left. No, my TTS is on here, so... wait, is it on here? Oh, no, it's not on here. Okay, so that'll be why it doesn't work. But now I've added it. Now I've added it. Do I have any notifications even on here? I do not. Yeah, there we go. Now everything's on here. All right, we'll take that off. Everything else is good to go. That's good. That's good. And now the TTSs should play. I'm going to see if I can replay. Does it give me the option to replay things? In Streamlabs, I can, but I don't know if I can here. This is what happens when I'm using OBS. I have to get used to the fact that everything here is completely new. I'm going to send a test message. I don't think I can go back in the queue, unfortunately. I don't know if I can resend stuff. But we'll see if this works.
This is a test message.
Oh, there was Moist Critical, and it worked. Test message works. Yay. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can replay stuff. I'm going to see if on the Twitch site I can. And then thank you again, guys, for the hype train. It's going to end in about 30 seconds. So if we don't continue past this point, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody. Yeah, there's no way for me to resend it. Unfortunately, that seems to be just a Streamlabs feature, not a feature on OBS that I can see. What's the blue circle on my stove? I don't know what you mean. The blue circle? You mean the clock? That's a clock. Renell, congrats on the 7-stream streak. Thank you so much for streaking. Thank you so much for the hype train, y'all. If you got any emotes, please do share them in chat. Choo choo. And now the TTS should be working. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I didn't have it on the other screen. I'll adjust my camera while I'm over here. Oh, if it'll let me. Now it's going to be difficult. I don't know if it'll actually let me move it over. How's this camera doing? I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We'll leave it there. Nice button. I don't know if it'll work on the YouTube side, because I haven't seen that working at all, Renell, but yeah, you can test it. It has been working on the Twitch side. We'll see if it works on the YouTube side. Bear with me as I am using OBS and not Streamlabs anymore, since it is giving me technical problems. The wedding cookies are not similar to the Hostess snowballs. They're more like shortbread covered in powdered sugar. Interesting. There's our sugar in the bowl. And now we are going to add, see, we did the sugar. We got to add the peanut butter. We got to add the egg in the butter. And then I will do some wheel spins and then we'll mix. Thank you so much, Renell, for the $6 super chat. I appreciate you. OBS, TTS. I'm not having technical difficulties. No, Dragon Trainer. TTS is an extension that you can use. That's how sometimes you may notice that you hear voices. The voice you just heard, that was from TTS. OBS is a program that I use to stream. Am I making Christmas cookies, Valentino? I am. I'm making peanut butter Hershey Blossom cookies for Christmas. And we already made some ginger molasses the last 2 days. So this will be our last day of baking for the holidays. We're getting it all done today. Holiday Cookies 2, Electric Boogaloo. Holidays Cookies 3, Revenge of the Holiday Cookie. That's what part we're on. It's the third and final part. Then there is BTS, which is a band. Yes, TTS is not at all related to BTS, the band, or Behind the Scenes, which is also what the acronym stands for. Which is confusing now that we have BTS, because a lot of the times when I'm looking up Behind the Scenes, it just gives me the K-pop band. Bear with me. Yeah, bear with me. 50K points again. Is that how many points you have saved up right now, Renell? Channel points? Does baking sometimes give people the shakes? You mean like when you eat baked goods? It can have like a sugar overload. That has happened to me before, yeah. All right. I think that's about all the peanut butter I'm going to be getting out of there. I mean, we'll have to wash this cup either way. So may as well put it in the sink. And then we need an egg and the butter. Do I dare be crazy and take the egg and just crack it over the bowl, or do I grab a separate bowl? I'm not sure. Renell says not dollars. Yes, I was drawing a blank and I didn't want to say it wrong. So dollars is just easier for me to say as it is my currency. But I know it is not actually dollars. It's shekels. Is that right? I didn't want to get it wrong. That's why I didn't say it. I just did it over the bowl. And honestly, pretty perfect. I don't see a single eggshell in there. So I think we're Gucci. I need to reset up my green bin. So I'm just going to put that eggshell in the garbage for today. Wash my hands. We'll do some wheel spins and then we'll mix this up. And I mean, that's most of the ingredients. I guess we just put the baking powder in after. It's kind of weird that we don't put that in there as well. Oh, we're going to put it probably in with the flour. Yeah. Maybe we'll mix the baking powder and flour in one thing. But I could probably do that with a small bowl, to be honest with you. Don't think I would need a big bowl for it. Sorry guys, just sending a message really quick and then we'll do some wheel spins. Let me switch over to this camera. Jarrell, thank you so much for the 3-stream streak. Thanks for streaking. I appreciate you. Did I miss any other streaks? I don't think I missed any other streaks. I think I'm good. I think I've acknowledged all the streakers. I said it right. I did it. See, I remembered. I just wasn't sure if I was going to say it right. And I was like, I don't want to get it wrong because then that feels rude. I got it right. Shekels. Renell is in Israel. Yeah. Shekels. Yeah. Israel is shekels. Can I just say better relationship goals is Remy/Rogue than Joker/Harley? I would agree with that, Duncan Mallory. I would agree with that. I would say if we want to go with a Harley relationship, let's go Harley and Ivy for relationship goals. My hair is cute today. Too cute. Thank you, Dark Horse. I slept in this bun and then I just tried to zhuzh it this morning. Amanda on a baking streak. I am. This live, it said upcoming and then I clicked on it. Oh, did you? Nice. You hit notify. Notify me of this live. Well, thanks, Peter, and welcome in. How are you doing? Thanks for being a member. And Drex, thank you for being a member, by the way. You just got off work? Nice, Drex, you're free. You're free. You're ready to hang. Avatar Fire and Ash must be 9 hours long? What? It's going to be a 9-hour long movie? That seems unlikely. The shell is just extra protein, says Mikey. Yeah, it can be. Although I think it can also slice up your insides. So extra protein and possibly intestinal damage? I'm not sure. I don't know if that's like just a thing that we said to people or if it's true. Is that true? Can eggshells mess you up inside? Can they like cut you or no? They definitely are not pleasant to eat, I'm sure, if you weren't expecting them in a cookie. Unless I hand a cookie to you and say it's like an eggshell cookie. Mikey, welcome in. Thanks for being a member. I hope you're doing well. Mime, hello, governor. How's it going? Welcome in. Judge? Shekels is Bible days money. Well, yes, it is. It is. Quite literally. Judge? Juhj? Are you, what? I don't know. I'm thinking of judge like in a court, but I don't think that's what you're trying to spell, Jamie. I always hit the notification button on YouTube, even though I watch here. Aw, well, thank you, Marvel Man. I feel like YouTube actually might be the better place for notifications. I've heard a lot of people say that the Twitch side, the notifications are harder to come by. Okay, I'm going to do some wheel spins. Let's do some wheel spins. Let me start with Jamie for getting me the holiday special. And let me turn up my volume so that I can actually, pardon me if my phone goes off like crazy. I get a lot of notifications in the day. Let me do a wheel spin. This is a positive affirmation for Jamie. All right. Jamie, thank you so much for the treat stream and for getting me all festive with the holiday special. I appreciate you. And I want to say thank you so much for being here with us. And thank you for being a lovely member of this community. I always appreciate your chats, whether they be here or on other platforms. You're just an absolute delight to talk to. And I don't know if I say that enough, but I really should. You are a delight to talk to, and I'm so glad that you're here with us in the community. And I'm so glad that you have found a place that can sometimes lift your spirits. That's honestly all I would like to do for people in the world and give back to people. So that really warms my heart. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the holiday special. It is one of my favorite things about the festive season. I feel very festive today, even though I'm just in a Loki shirt. And thank you so much for being here. You are loved, you are valued, you are appreciated, you are respected. Hopefully not just within this community, but also outside of it as well. And as always, the stream would not be the same without you, Jamie, and I do mean that. So thank you, Jamie. Thank you so much for the treat stream. What? And we also got to do some other spins. We got to do some, whoa, Latinum. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Guys, we are getting towards our sub goal. We are at 323 out of 350. If we get to 350 subs, you know what that means. It will be time. It will be time. I feel like Orange Cassidy with my hands in my pockets. It will be time to do another interview with the Vampire Watch Along. Thank you so much for gifting to Chef Wick, Jefferino. Oh, that's so awesome because Jefferino also gifted last night. Kane Vic, Clownhole Danny, Lily Anonymous. Thank you so much. Yes, you will get a couple spins, Renell. This is true. Let me go back here. Let me do a spin for Dark Horse. For the 5 biddies. a positive affirmation for Dark Horse. Dark Horse, thank you so much for being a member of this community and coming in and chilling with us. I know that it can probably be a busy time of year, but I appreciate you taking some time to come in and share some hearts combo with me. A little bit of love makes me feel good in my heart. So thank you for the 5 biddies. You are loved. Wait, do I want to do that here? Welcome to the All right. You are loved, you are valued, you are appreciated, you are respected, Dark Horse. Hopefully not just within this community, but also outside of it as well. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, Dark Horse, the stream would not be the same without you. And I really do mean that. So thank you. Okay, we got to do another spin for Scribbles. We got squats, 5 squats. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 squats. And we have a spin. Black Phoenix, thank you so much for being a member. Happy 19 months. Having holiday blues, so I'm here for good vibes. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear about your holiday blues. But I will also say to you, as someone that was having holiday blues the other day, let yourself feel the feels. Let it all pass through you, and know that on the other side is the holiday vibes, the good vibes, and those are coming too. So thank you so much for sharing, and thank you so much for being a member for 19 months. Thank you, Black Phoenix. I will also do a wheel spin for you in a moment. I'm just a little bit behind on these, so we got to do one for Duncan Mallory. And then one for Renell. And then one for Latinum. Chef Wick, thank you so much for following. And then I will do another one for Renell and one for Black Phoenix. Fancy Nibbles. Oh my. All right. Fancy Nibbles. Oh, is this my last one of these? Wow. I guess I'll do a bit of the blue. Haven't had any of these. Hope it doesn't make me too sleepy. All right, Fancy Nibbles. A little bit of getting baked while we're baking. Platinum, hello. I hope you're doing well. Thank you again for the 5 gifted. Also, Chef Wick, hello. Welcome on into the chat. I hope you're having a great day, and thank you for the follow. Okay, so that was some Fancy Nibbles for Duncan Mallory. Very appropriate, as I know Duncan Mallory loves space travel. And for Renell, sorry that the TTS didn't work. More Fancy Nibbles. Oh my. Oh my word. It's going to be a giggly time while we're baking. Fancy Nibbles too. Thank you, Renell, for the 100 biddies. We've got one for Latinum. And then we got another one for Renell and one for Black Phoenix. A self-hug. All right. Self-hug time. I would also encourage everyone at home to give themselves, or wherever you are, wherever you're watching, on the train, whatever you're doing, give yourself a little hug. It feels good. And if people look at you weird, look at them weird back. No, just ignore them. Honestly, it just feels nice. Sometimes when I'm on the bus, I'll stretch, and I think it weirds people out, but I personally love to do it. An Orange Cassidy reference from Amanda, did not see that happening. So that means cosplay incoming? An Orange Cassidy cosplay? Yeah, I could probably do an Orange Cassidy cosplay. That'd be pretty easy. Just have to have my hands in my pockets. I need my sunglasses. And then I need to go to a party and the whole time try to keep my hands in my pockets. That would be a fun challenge. Baking stream as Orange Cassidy would be a fun challenge. Dragon Trainer says people don't eat eggshells. I don't know. Can you eat eggshells though? Nick, welcome in. How's it going? Welcome to the Thank you so much for the gun show, Spooky Rob, and also Just Rob, who sent that one earlier. Okay, let's do a wheel spin for... We did the self-hug for Latinum. Let's do a wheel spin for Renell. Thank you so much for the 6 shekels. And the TTS should be working now if you guys use it. I believe. Shoulder raises. And we're still leveled up. We haven't leveled down yet. So I got to do them with 10 pounds. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't go as high. Oh, I feel it. I'm feeling those gains. Ooh. Whew. All right. 5 shoulder raises for Renell. And for Black Phoenix, what will the wheel say? A try hard. All right, we'll do some tries. Where are you, Christmas? Do, 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 do. 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do one extra one because I realized my tailbone was out. Hi, Spooky Rob. How are you? Welcome in. The gains will take you higher and higher. They will. They will take me higher and higher. I'll be stronger and stronger. Renell, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Mikey says, I love your affirmations. Aw, thank you, Mikey. I love doing them for everybody. All right, Dragon Trainer, I hope you have good dinner. Thanks for stopping by. If you have a strong enough stomach, you can eat anything. That's true. That's true. If you're Matter Eater, lad, you can do it all. Those guns are slowly becoming cannons, says Nessing. Slowly over time as we work on them. Probably do some more work on my guns tomorrow. Although, I don't know. I might do legs because I feel like the last time I did legs, it was kind of a lackluster workout. It was like a 20-minute workout. Let me do one more spin for Renell. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you for the dino combo, my favorite. I love the dino combos. Shoulder raises. Oh my goodness. My shoulders are going to be so jacked. All right, more shoulder raises. Higher than the nibbles. Higher than the nibbles. I love the duet she does with herself. That's the only way that I duet solo. I may keep putting vague song lyrics just so you sing for 1.5 seconds. Just a skirt infringement. Yeah. I mean, if you put song lyrics in chat, the odds of me singing them are pretty high. If you use 50k bits, how many spins will you get? Oh, if you did 50,000 bits? Whoa, that would be a lot. I mean, I would say that would probably be, yeah, 50,000 bits. Probably 50 spins. That would be like a spin stream. We'd be spinning for a while. I'd probably do like a spin for each 1,000. Spellbound, thank you so much for the lurk. At least 2, says Critter Nation. Definitely at least 2. 3, 4, 5. I'd love a level down right now. I'd love to not have to do 10 pounds next time I do shoulder raises, but we'll see if we spin that. Let's do this easier. How many spins did you do when I used 25,000? I don't remember, but I believe I probably would have done a spin for each 1,000, because each 1,000 for me is like $10. So I feel like, you know, if you're doing that, you're giving me that much, then I probably did 20 or 25 spins. Shoulder raises are basically repetitive shrugs. Yeah, kind of. Kind of like this, except if you put your arms out. So, kind of just doing that on a loop. But also, ideally with my shoulders back. I feel like my shoulders maybe were, my form probably wasn't as good as it could have been on those last few. Don't judge me. How's my day going? It's going great, AJ. How is your day going? All right, we've done all the spins for now, so we're gonna do some mixing. And then I'm still gonna make this tea. I know I keep saying it. Did I bring my tea over? I did. I could do a re-steep. We're gonna do a bit of mixing. I mean, I could unplug my humidifier. Will this reach better over here? Maybe. If I unplug my humidifier, is it easier or harder for me to mix this way? If I move the iPad over here and then move the mixer over here, then we're not doing too bad. Oh no, you didn't clip my reaction to the 25,000 bits? Really? I may have clipped it, but it might not be a public clip yet. I might have clipped it. Do you remember what stream it was on? Was that during my birthday stream or no? The humidifier has been working really well for me, Duncan Mallory, yeah. Also, look at how nice this is blending. Guys, this is what happens when you leave butter out for like 2 days. It softened up so beautifully. Can we just say, like, look at this. This is mixing so well. Okay, I'm gonna scrape some of the sides. To make sure all the parts that are a little bit lighter get blended. But honestly, mixed pretty well. Can I get that peanut butter off the side? This peanut butter off the side. All right. Now we're mixing. Feels good, man. Feels good. Nice. Juicy. That's what we like to see. Juicy. I prefer soft butter on warm dinner rolls, Amanda. Soft butter on warm dinner rolls is also great. You prefer that than to have them in your cookies, ChemDoc? You thought about checking it. Yeah, you could go back and still clip it, Renell, as long as you know, like, the timestamp and what stream it was in. I don't remember when it was, but I remember doing this. Yeah, I could check. I could see probably in the, like, in how much I've earned. Like, I can't see specific bits, but I can see my earnings in, like, a breakdown for the stream. Was it this month or was it last month that you did that? Jamie says, so I'm bleaching my hair and I must ask, why do they make it so difficult to pour the packet in the bottle? Just why? I've never bleached my hair myself, so I don't know. But I feel like if it's for a person to do themselves, they should make it easier. No? They should make it easier. Why did they not do that? I'm just going to leave my phone open on text so that I don't miss when the food comes. Oh, yeah, you could just check. Yeah, just check your credit card, and then you can see what day it was. Yeah, if you tell me what day might be, or I mean, you could then, when you find out what day, then you just gotta scroll through the stream. Are those animals on my shirt, Marvelman? These are Loki crowns. They're different Loki crowns for the different variants. So they're all the Loki variants, and then all their different horns. Various Lokis, yeah. Yeah, and then this one's Sylvie's variant. I'm Sylvie now. Butter is magic. Butter is delicious. Don't eat too much of it, but yeah. Hey, Absolute Alpha, welcome into the live. I'm so glad that you made it. Gonna play some Hogwarts Legacy. Nice, Mikey. I hope you enjoy it. I love Hogwarts Legacy. Everyone make sure you go get your free copy of Hogwarts Legacy on Epic if it's still available. I think it's available till the 19th. Are you gonna New Year's Eve stream on December 31st? I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna do a New Year's Eve stream. Maybe, that could be fun. Usually I do New Year's Eve just with Duck and I. And I think we are gonna be not here. So I think we're gonna be cottaging. So maybe we could do a stream there. We could do like a board game night. I feel like that would be fun. Julia Child loved to use extra butter with everything. That's because Julia Child's a genius. She knows butter is good. It's tasty. I guess in a way, I live a little dangerously. It is a little dangerous, but that's what I like about you, Jamie. Live a little dangerously. Why not? Yeah, I don't trust myself to do anything, honestly, with my hair or with anything. I just don't trust myself. Look like the outline of animals? Yeah, no worries, Marvel Man. You're also further away from me than you normally would be. So, while you get the full fit with my Roots sweatpants that I'm wearing and my Loki shirt, it can be a little hard to tell. Dip their ice cream in melted butter. Yo, you should do that TikTok trend, Comrade Mime, and let me know how that is. Don't do it too much, but I feel like a little bit of that would be really, really fun. Your internet is dead, Valentino? No. Yeah, some people do New Year's Eve streams. Maybe we will. I feel like that would be really fun. We'll see if Duck would be down. If Duck would be down, I'd be down for that, even if we just do like a few hours. I am also going to be watching Stranger Things on New Year's Eve. And I want to dress up like in some Stranger Things merch or like do kind of like an 80s look or something like that. Let me see. What am I doing? Oh, that's probably the food. Hold on a second. Let me mute myself. I'll be right back. All right, guys, my food's here. So I'm just going to go grab that and then I'll be right back. And then we will move on to the next step, which will be, I don't know, do we have to add other stuff in? We got to do flour, baking soda, and baking powder. So I'll probably mix that in a separate bowl. We'll just whisk it and then we'll add that in slowly and mix it in. But first things first, let me go get my foods. So I will be back in just a moment. BRB. Take a look at this delicious mixture, and I'll be right back. I have returned. Hello again, everyone. Did you miss me? I got food. Thank you so much again, Jamie, for getting the Swiss Chalet. So good. I love Swiss. So I have it. It's here. Also, yes, Renelle, I saw that you said 20,000. That makes more sense as to why I did 20 spins then. Because it was like, I think it was 20 spins, but it's weird that if you said 25, that I did 20, not 25. Welcome back. Dat dough, though. Yo, that dough do look good. I'm ready to gobble it. Now I can put my phone back to silent. You haven't had Swiss Chalet in ages. Yeah, Swiss Chalet. I love Swiss Chalet. It's so good. I will snack on some of it. I'm gonna actually, I just took my garbage out, so I'm gonna wash my hands. And then, should we have a little nibble of the Swiss while we bake? Is that, can I do that? Is it bad form to eat while I bake? I'm good, Marcel. How are you? Welcome in. Swiss Chalet is made by the devil. Is it made by the devil? Probably. It tastes good, so probably is made by the devil. Sounds about right. I didn't turn on my little lights on my Christmas tree. Okay, mini Christmas tree, there you go. I do want to add a couple ornaments, even though the Madrout and Jefferino didn't pick anything. Kind of want to add a couple ornaments in their honor. Should we do that? We could just pick something. And it doesn't have to be labeled. Just nice to add things to the tree. The Swiss. We got the Swiss for Sean. How are you? Welcome in. How are you doing today? I saw you playing Rivals last night. Were you playing Rivals last night? Have you been playing any Rogue? How is she? I wanted to get to some Rogue today, but I'm not sure if we're going to have time. A 7-Up. And some Lindor chocolates. This was my aunt's favorite part of the Swiss Chalet. The Lindor chocolates. She loved these. So it's also a good way for me to feel close to my aunt around this holiday season, as this will be the first year that we are without her. So thank you, Jamie. That's very nice. I'm gonna eat these. I'm gonna think of my aunt. Here's our foods. I'm excited for the 7-Up too. I did just make tea though. I'll put the 7-Up in the fridge for now so it's nice and chilled. And after I have my tea, then I will have my 7-Up. Okay, let me wash my hands and then I'll be right back. As Ed says, oh yum, I haven't had Swiss Chalet in ages and now I have a craving. Oh no, it wasn't clipped, but I found the date it happened. Nice, Renelle. What day was it? I'm good, Marcel. How are you? Eat you food, young lady. I will eat my food. You could corner the market on New Year's Eve stream, and take the New Year's Eve to yourself. Ooh, do an Eve stream? We could do Adam Eve on New Year's Eve. I'm just going to wash my hands with my nice soap. Maybe I'll bring it over. We shouldn't have to do as much hand washing today because there will be less cookies. This will make less cookies. I remember the dough, there's not as much. I'm just going to bring my fancy soap over, though. So if we do a lot of hand washing, I have nicer soap to wash my hands with. Oh, I'm a bit sniffly. Oh, it's cold outside. In a bakery, yes, on your stream, it's fine. Yeah, in a bakery, you probably wouldn't want to be eating. Well, you maybe could, but you'd probably want to wash your hands in between and stuff. I mean, I'm going to use cutlery, but still, if I were working in a bakery, eat on your break, you know. Don't eat it when you're working. I am happy to bring joy, even unintentionally. No, do the day before New Year's Eve. Oh, the New Year's Eve stream. Well, I probably will. I mean, when is New Year's Eve? What day does that fall on this year? Do you guys know? I need to finish planning out. I'm going to plan out the rest of my streams for the month, and I'm going to organize my schedules for you guys and put them up. Sorry, I've been slacking with that. I appreciate you guys being understanding of the fact that I was slacking. You get everything here. You get stuffing, you get chicken, you get fries, you get a roll. The stuffing is good. All right, let me get a little bowl to mix our dry ingredients together. I'm going to have to wash all my bowls. So, we need to do 1.5 cups of flour, 3/4 teaspoon of soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of powder. So I do need that 1/2 cup. Well, I guess I could eyeball it with the full cup. Darmarius, hello. Your dad used to take the family out to Swiss chalet every year around Christmas time. So I will not stand any blasphemies against it. Yeah, that's fair. Sorry, I just want to see if I wasn't sure if I froze, but I didn't. I think sometimes my Twitch stream just freezes a bit. Oh, well, I mean, that's probably about 1/2 cup right there, to be honest with you. It's not what I wanted to happen, but I'll do like a tiny bit more. That's perfect. Just a tiny bit. We'll call that 1.5 cups. And then we need a 3/4, 1 teaspoon. I don't know if I have small measurements like that. A couple more measuring spoons. There's like some measuring spoons missing from this set. 1/2 teaspoon will do. So 1/2 teaspoon of powder and 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder. So I'm just going to do 1/2 teaspoon of the baking powder. And then I'll eyeball like another 1/2 of that, because then that'll be about 3/4. So that's about 3/4. And then 1/2 for the baking powder. And then I can actually put some of this stuff that we have here away. Once I mix all this stuff together, then I think that's what I'll do. Also, I did a spin for Renell for the dinos, right? Yeah, I did. I did more shoulder raises. I couldn't remember if I had done that, but I believe I have. Yeah, you were playing Rivals last night? I've been working on shorts for Duck. Oh, nice for Sean. How are the shorts? How are the shorts coming? Hi, Ernesto. How's it going? Welcome in. High five to you. By the way, nice outfit. High five to you. Thank you so much. So Michelle, like going hard this Christmas. They always do, man. They always bring it with the holiday special. I love a festive holiday special. Oh, it's a restaurant. Yeah, it's a restaurant. You can go out. You can get takeout as well as Swiss Chalet, but you can also sit down. It's pretty nice. I like to get a Shirley Temple when I'm at Swiss Chalet. What kind of powder? Cinnamon? No, we're doing baking powder and baking soda in this bowl here, Otto. Metamucil makes cookies tasty and exciting. I'll take your word for it. I will not be baking with Metamucil today. Sorry to disappoint you. My whisk. Merry Xmas and a Krampus New Year, Northman. Welcome in. Hopefully we don't have too much of a Krampus New Year. That sounds like it would be a bad New Year, no? I never freeze. That's true. That's what T'Challa would say. I never freeze. You're a good cook. High five. Thank you, Ernesto. Oh, with chicken with fries, you sneaky. Am I sneaky? Is this sneaky of me? Yeah, Jamie was kind enough to get this for me off my treat stream, Valentino. I don't know when my whisk is wet. Was my hand wet? Was it wet in the drawer? I have so many questions about this. Anyways, I don't think I'll need my whisk again. I think I can put that in the sink. Because now we're going to be mixing. I kind of just dumped most of it in. I think we're supposed to gradually mix it. I do have to plug this in again. Sai, hello, welcome in. Hello. What am I making, Darmarius? We're making some Hershey's peanut butter blossom cookies. So right now we're making the dough, but then I also have these guys that I'm going to be adding in. These go on top, and I got candy cane ones because Duck can't have chocolate. So we have chocolate ones and non-chocolate ones. And weirdly, even though the Grinch ones, the Hershey's Kisses are not, like, it's just the wrapping that's different. These were cheaper than the non-Christmas ones. So that's what we got. Even though the flavor is completely the same. Don't take so many whisks. But it's fun to take whisks. Yeah, ChemDog's on fire today. I agree, Lumix. Transformers in D16. They also celebrate with Christmas? Really, Valentino? I didn't know that Transformers celebrated Christmas. Are there Transformers Christmas specials? Is that a thing? Because that would be pretty cool. If so, I gotta watch that. D16, aka Megatron, is Santa Claus. What? He's Santa Claus? Like in the lore of Transformers? Like, does he go around giving presents to good girls and boys? Or is he like the Santa Claus of their celebration? And he's getting everybody presents. Either way, it's pretty freaking cute, I gotta say. Sorry that I'm not in the frame right now, by the way. I'm kind of on the edge, but it's easier for me to mix from over here, so I hope you don't mind. This is good. This is good. Oh, I'm so excited to eat. I'm going to take a fry. Yoink. Don't drink too much whiskey, but I love taking whisks. A true comedian. Yeah, that's ChemDog. ChemDog is one of the comedians of our chat. We have quite a few funny people in chat, actually. You guys make me laugh. You're a good cook. Oh, thank you, Ernesto. Sorry, I probably already read that, but... There's Star Wars Christmas specials. Oh, yeah, I know. Life Day, you mean? Spooky Rob, Life Day specials? Guys, I really want to go to Christmas. I really want to go to Disney one year for Christmas. Wouldn't that be so fun? And then we could do vlogs, and we could do... I really want to have a vlog channel. This is a dream of mine. I really want to have a vlog channel. But then if we go for the holidays to Disney, I could also do streams at Disney over the Christmas. Wouldn't that be fun? I just love it. It bears repeating that you're a great baker. Oh, well, thank you, Marvel Man. I don't know. I'm not as good as my mom, but I'm all right. I'm trying. I just wanted to clear the dough off of these, but I just kind of made a mess because I had to hold it too high up. Okay, that's about as clean as we're gonna get those. Eject into the bowl. There we go. Plug the humidifier back in. Now we do a little reset. We're gonna do a little tidy and a little reset. And then we will continue with the baking. Let's do a little reset. When I or someone else will use a lot of bits, more than 10K, decide how many spins. Yeah, I'll kind of play it by ear, I think. I like to kind of play it by ear because, like, if, for example, I already had 100 spins to do, I might ask to do less. Ronell, there's not really like a this much is this many. It's kind of depending on how I feel about it. But I would say in general, I feel like 1,000 bits is like a spin. Like, you know, if you do 20,000 bits, I probably did 20 spins for you. That's what I think I did. If you did like 10K bits, that would be like 10 spins, I think. It is subject to change. These are not hard, fast rules. But these are the guidelines that I would use, if that helps to give you some clarity on it. You know who else is good at baking? My mom, says Peter. That was almost like a my mom joke, but it was just like a my mom compliment, which I like. I got dough in my tea. No, contaminated. Can I just scoop the dough out? If it'll let me. Oh, it's doing that thing where physics is getting in the way. Kind of melted in my tea. There is egg in this. Maybe I should dump my tea. I don't know. It was only a little tiny bit of dough. I don't think it's going to make me sick, but that sucks too because I love this tea and it's my last one. And I don't know if they still make this tea at David's anymore. It's called butterscotch chai. It's really good. Don't drink that, says Jamie. Okay, should I dump it? Should I dump it? Is that the food safe thing to do right now? I don't want to get salmonella. You've been to Disney World when you were a little kid, Darmarius? Yeah, Disney World is awesome. I went a couple years ago, 2022. And I think it was 2022 that we went. Or maybe 2023. Yeah, I guess it was 2023. Duck and I tend to do a trip. Like every year we go somewhere. So 2023, we went to Disney. 2024, we went to San Diego Comic-Con. It was Duck's first Comic-Con, which was really fun. And 2025, this year we went to England. And in 2026, I'd like to do Comic-Con in maybe Tokyo in Japan, but we'll see. Cup of tea sounds good right now. Yeah. You might go to Toronto Fan Expo, Rob. Toronto Fan Expo is so fun. You should definitely go. And if you see me there, say hello. I'm usually at Fan Expo. Although not always, because it kind of falls usually on the same day, same dates as like a race. Sometimes I like to go racing, have family things. 2 reasons to go. Yeah, what are you going for? Coming to see me? Are you coming to see some guests? There's lots of good guests at Fan Expo if you're into meeting celebs. So that's another thing that's pretty great about it. Well, I am glad that I got that extra flour because even though we didn't open the new one that I got, now I have a little bit of one small one and then another small one left. So basically stocked back up if I want to bake something. I don't have to worry about running out of core ingredients. Actually, I guess I should have kept the sugar out. I do need the sugar. Because we're going to be rolling these in sugar as well, like we did the other ones. Baking soda can go back up. And yeah, everything's basically put away. Peanut butter. Great. I think I'm gonna dump the tea then. I'll take one more sip and then I'm gonna dump it. It's just such good tea though. It was really small, the amount of dough. Do you think I'll be okay if I want to finish my tea? I probably should dump it. I should lead by example. I should not be drinking tea that we got a bit of batter in. It's not food safe. Spill the tea. Do I have a favorite race car driver? AJ. I haven't watched NASCAR regularly for like a few years. The guy that I was cheering for last time, I don't know if he's still racing. Yeah, I don't know. Let me look. Is he still racing? Oh, I don't know. I think he might still be racing. Carl Edwards? He's 46 now, so he's a little bit old. But yeah, I used to cheer a lot for Carl Edwards. Dale Earnhardt, obviously. Dale Earnhardt's massive. My dad is definitely my favorite race car driver. Yes, my dad. My dad is my favorite. That goes without saying, though, so I didn't think I had to say my dad. Yeah, Dave McKnight. Dave McKnight Jr., great race car driver. You want to be a racer, Valentino? You should do it. It's pretty fun. Just, you know, definitely start as young as you can. So you can work your way up and you have the experience, because with racing, there's a lot of benefits to being young and being skilled. And only help you as you go on. But also be safe, because it is a dangerous sport. You can't drive because of your autism. Oh no, that's unfortunate, Valentino. I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, you can still play video games and stuff where you get to race cars, so you can live your dreams a different way. Despite living in the States, I've only been to Disney World once. Had fun though, says Rashid. Yeah, Disney World is awesome. So Duck and I went in January and we fell in love with kind of the Christmassy vibes we're still going, and it was really great. All right. Jamie says, I really need a plan to go to a con next year. My one con can't be SDCC. I mean, honestly, if you were going to have one, Jamie, I think you had a pretty good one. SDCC is one of my favorites. But I think that you would actually really enjoy small cons, because I know when you were talking about your experience at SDCC, I remember you saying like it was kind of overwhelming. And then I think we had a whole conversation about like how cons can be overwhelming and like the stimulus and how it can be a lot. And I will say that I feel like small cons are like a totally different vibe. And I think you would really love them. Like something that's just really chill. Like a few people. Like not, you know, not like over 100,000. Like something that's like a few thousand people, That type of con is a totally different vibe, and it's so fun. I love a small convention. I'd like to get out to a couple small conventions this year, I think. I'd also like to go visit. I have some friends that are now in BC, and I have another friend that just moved out that way. And he's already been messaging me to be like, when are you going to come visit? So I definitely want to go out to the west coast of Canada. You're 27 years old, but you're still going to learn driving? You do it, Valentino. I believe in you. It's never too late to learn how to drive. Darmarias, you want to be a pro wrestler? Well, good luck. I have no advice for how to do that. I do not know anything about pro wrestling and how to get into that industry, but I believe in you. And if you want to do it, make it happen. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Make them reality. Yeah, I think a smaller convention would be really fun with you. For you. With you. For you. Both with you and for you. Boston Comic Con is awesome. I've never been to Boston Comic Con. How is that, Duncan Mallory? It's a fun time. Is that a smaller convention, or is Boston Comic Con pretty massive? Boston's pretty big. Ottawa Comic Con was as big of an event as I'd ever want to go to again. Yeah, Ottawa Comic Con, I think, is pretty sizable, isn't it, Locke? I've never been, but I have friends out that way in Ottawa. Nick91, hello, welcome in. Travis says, hi. Hi, Travis. I've never been to a convention and it looks really scary. Not gonna lie, says Comrade Mime. Oh no, Comrade Mime, don't be scared. Conventions are fun. They can be fun anyways. But stay safe while you're there for sure. Would definitely recommend that. Okay, so now that our dough is mixed, I guess now we just gotta roll it. Okay, I'm gonna dump the tea. Look at me. This is food safe. Food safety is important. And I wanna celebrate that. So even though it's my last cup of butterscotch chai, and I don't know if I can get any more ever again, because I got a tiny bit of batter in it, I'm gonna dump it. So, goodbye butterscotch chai. And I guess hello 7-Up. I guess I could have some 7-Up with my food. Let's roll these. Let's grab a bowl with some sugar in it so I can roll them in the bowl. Roll them in the bowl. And then we can start baking these. And then, yeah, we'll set them on the sheet, and then while they're in there, I'll unwrap some kisses. And let me grab my parchment paper. I met John Barrowman at Boston Comic Con in 2016. John Barrowman? What did John Barrowman do, ChemDog? I don't recognize the name off the top of my head. Jog my memory. Or tell me something new that I don't know. His name sounds familiar. Emerald City Comic Con can attend 90,000 plus. I've heard Emerald City Comic Con is actually really fun. I'd also like to get out to Dragon Con at some point. I need to reapply to be a guest. I was a guest one time, but then unfortunately my plans had to change, so I wasn't able to make it. But I'd love to go to Dragon Con. You'd love to go to a Power Rangers convention, Comrade Mime? You should do it. Nick91, hearts to you. I'm sorry you're having a rough time, Cherry. Hang in there. I believe in you. Nick91 says, I'm from the UK. Well, hello to you. How are things over in the UK? I hope you're having a good day. I love the UK. I was just there in January visiting a friend. It was great. I would totally go again. We were in, we spent a couple weeks together in London, hanging out, and it was a great time. Oh yeah, I'm gonna roll these in sugar, so I need a bowl. My last bowl. I'm gonna have to clean all my bowls tonight. Am I making some more biscuits? I am making some cookies. Yes. More cookies, more biscuits. We're making peanut butter blossom cookies. These are the last cookies that we're gonna make, and then the holiday baking is done. This is my cranberry, I think. Not the best, but not the worst. The cranberry's just fine. But the stuffing at Swiss Chalet is actually pretty good. I like their stuffing. It's probably all, like, I've heard horror stories from friends that have worked at Swiss Chalet about, like, what the food, how it's, like, prepared there. How, like, if you ever work at Swiss Chalet, you'll never eat there again. So I don't know if we want to know, like, how the stuffing is made. It might just be, like, instant stuffing. Like, it's a liquid and you put it in the microwave and it becomes solid or something. But it tastes good. I will say that. Nice. Well, you're almost done, Cherry. Just hang in there. That does suck. It's not easy to have a headache and do anything. Never mind watch kids, but you're a brave soul, and I'm sure your parents appreciate your help. Even if they don't always have a great way of showing it. You're being a very good sister. He played Jack Harkness in Doctor Who. No wonder I recognize that name. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. I made this one way too big. This dough is so fluffy. I'm obsessed. You did it. You did it. Yeah. Is that from Dora the Explorer? We did it. We did it. Swiper, no swiping. Doug Jones is also very nice. That's awesome. Otto said that mostly depends on what store you're at. The one I worked in was very clean. Stuffing is basically stovetop. Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't sound too bad. I've had stovetop stuffing. Yeah, probably depends. I just know that some of my friends became vegetarians after working at Swiss Chalet. John Barrowman got fired from Doctor Who, unfortunately. Why? What happened? Was there drama? I just know him as Jack Harkness. Atiki Ile, thank you so much for resubbing. Happy 8 months. Let me do a wheel spin for you. After we finish this sheet of cookies, I will do a wheel spin for you. Renelle, alrighty. We'll see you hopefully later on. I will be on for a while. And if I finish baking, I'm just going to go away and then I'll come back. We'll see what time we finish the baking at and if I have time to actually change into Rogue and play Rivals for any significant amount of time. If not, maybe we'll just stay as a just chatting stream and we'll just chat our way out. And then we will do Rogue, though. That's going to happen. It's going to happen. I really want to play Rogue in Marvel Rivals. So if we don't get it today, it's still on the calendar. And I will be putting my calendar together this week for reals for you guys. So you can actually have the calendar in the Discord. And it can also be on my stream. I'm going to just plan the rest of the month out. And try to plug everything in. Trying some new systems out to see if it'll help me be a little bit more organized. I just love this batter. It's so light. It's so fluffy. So light and fluffy. Cute and fluffy. He took his clothes off on set a lot? What? Wait, so is John Barrowman problematic? What do you mean he took his clothes off on set a lot? Like not consensually? Like he was just walking around naked and people were like, excuse me, John Barrowman, please put your pants on. John Barrowman was reportedly doing sexual stuff to men and women. Oh no. Oh no, really? Jack, no. What? But didn't Jack come back? Like a while ago? In Doctor Who? I guess, was this after? Like the last time that he was on? I'm trying to think of when the last I've seen of him. Wasn't he in Jodie's season? Or am I crazy? Be right back. Gotta rinse this stuff out. All right, Jamie, I hope it turns out good. He loves to run around naked. What? It's a shame, really, because Torchwood was not a bad show, but it was a dark and edgy for the Doctor Who universe. Yeah, Torchwood, I've only seen a couple episodes, but I really want to go back and watch it because I always just hear such good things. And the episodes that I saw, I really liked. Where is that box of wings from, Amanda? This is, oh, my chicken. This is from Swiss Chalet. Mm-hmm. This is from Swiss Chalet. It's a rotisserie chicken. But they have wings too, and their wings are pretty good. Not sponsored. But I was gifted this by Jamie. So thank you, Jamie, again for the foods. Okay, we've got our cookies. How long am I putting them in for? Eight to 10 minutes. Okay. Let me wash my hands. And then put these in for 8 to 10 minutes. And I'll start unwrapping the kisses. How many kisses do I need to unwrap for this one? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 kisses. Okay. "15 kisses. 100 kisses." Is it 100 kisses or 1,000 kisses? I think it's 1,000 from Rant. 525,600 minutes. Or maybe it's just minutes. Maybe it's just I'll Cover You. 1,000 kisses is the lyrics in I'll Cover You, right? 525,600 minutes. Or no, I'll Cover You is not that song. It's the one, oh, this song's even better. So with 1,000 sweet kisses, I'll cover you with 1,000 sweet kisses when you're cold and you're lonely. I came out here for the kisses, which I got. Haha. I didn't have to do that, but that's the way we did it. The nibbles are getting to me. Noel Clarke, aka Mickey, to deflect his own issues, outdated John Barrowman. Outed Noel Clarke, aka Mickey, to deflect his own issues, outed John Barrowman. What? Yo, that's some Doctor Who tea. What? So, like, basically people were like, well, tell us about your issues. And then he was like, let me tell you about John Barrowman's issues. Damn, that's cold. But also, I mean, I guess it's good that we know because it sounds like it's maybe problematic. I'd have to look into it and see like exactly what happened to give my proper 2 cents on it. But if it's anything that sounds like sexual harassment-y, then I'm usually like, yikes. That's a big yikes for me. I feel like sexual harassment is like one of the worst things, to be honest. Actually, I'm not going to put the sugar back because we might need more sugar. I was going to put it back, but we might need more. Okay, let me mute this so I can start a timer. I'll cover you. 525,600 minutes. 525,000 moments so dear. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? Can I sing that much of something from Rent? Am I gonna get in trouble for that? I think I can sing a little bit of Rent. I'm sure it's fine. That's my own recording. Also, Bungie just dropped a new, improved, and updated look at Marathon. Dare I say, it looks good, says Duck. Really, Duck? Okay. Duck, you're great. Thank you for being here, and you keep being awesome. Okay, so those cookies are out. So we need to peel the kisses. We gotta take them out of their little sleeves here. So I think we'll do, oh, with 1,000 sweet kisses, I'll cover you. Oh, lover, I'll cover you. Yeah. Oh, lover, I'll cover you. Sorry, now I'm in a singing mood. Oh no, what has the weed done to me? That's what's happening now. Now I'm in a singing mood. 4, 8, 12. So we need, how many more of these? 2, 4, 6. I said 15. 4, 8, 12, 16. This will be. I want to eat one. I'm not gonna, because I don't know if I have enough. We'll eat some after if we can. This is my favorite part of these kisses, by the way. This part. Can you guys see that? Maybe I'll switch cameras. I'll just bring it up to this camera. Can you guys see that? The Grinch on the bottom of this kiss is like the best thing ever. I hope this is focusing. It's not focusing at all. Why won't you focus, camera? Why don't you want to show them the Grinch kiss? Oh, it thought about focusing. Don't focus on my kitchen. Focus on this Hershey kiss. It's very hard for me to look at my camera angles this way. I don't know. If this doesn't work, nothing will. But you get the idea. It's the Grinch's face on the bottom of this kiss. Yeah, you think it's coming into focus now. It's the Grinch's face on the bottom of the kiss. I spent way too long doing that. Focus, camera, focus. Sing it, girl, says Clownhole Danny. Your next badge is 100,000. 100,000 is awesome. Definitely look it up yourself and decide, says ChemDog. Yeah, I definitely will. I definitely will look into it. I didn't know that about John Barrowman. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Okay, so these are good. So now we can roll some more. Oh, wait. No, I need to unwrap these first. Cam Focus. Mean like the Grinch. I know. Cam Focus is mean like the Grinch. I'm in the cage editing, says Duck. Duck is definitely not in any cage, but he is editing. He is editing. The cage, is it real? Is it a myth? Maybe someone will get you a cage, though, in the holiday unboxing. Watch we open up a cage for you. That would be a funny gift. Or maybe it'll be my cage. And I guess that after the 100K is the next 125,000 or 150. Yeah, I am not sure what the next badge up is. Eric, I see your little face. Blep. Or wait, no, just 3. Eric says 3. I thought you were making one of those little butt faces. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the little face. Wish list. Yeah, it's wish list. Oh, it did pop up. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Rapala's got you. Thank you, Rapala, with the wish list for a tiki. Oh, lover, I'll cover you. Live in my house, I'll be your shelter. Just pay me back with 1,000 kisses. Be my lover, I'll cover you. Open my door, I'll be your tenant. Don't got much baggage to lay at your feet, but sweet kisses I've got to spare. Whoa, what was that? Someone on throne. Hey, feed duck. Hey, let me do a wheel spin for you. Atiki, was that you? Let me do a wheel spin for you. Thank you so much. Don't got much baggage to lay at your feet, but sweet kisses I've got to spare. I'll be there and I'll cover you. I think they meant it when they said you can't buy love. Now I know you can rent it, and at least you are my love on life. All my life. Okay, now I'm really just singing the whole song of I'll Cover You. I don't want to get in trouble. I just really like that song. I don't know, I'm in a rent mood today. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Duck was telling me I can't sing anymore. It's too risky for YouTube. Is that a Kit Kat? Can anyone lip read? Is that a Kit Kat? Is what a Kit Kat? On the table? No Kit Kats, alas. I made these far too large. I need to make them much smaller. for the next batch. Now I give them a few seconds. Well, actually, I should probably like put these in right away. Oh. Sorry, I'm not going to sing anymore. I'm tempted, but I'm not going to sing anymore. I don't want to get in trouble. I just love to sing. Please forgive me. No, I don't think I'll get in trouble. I think we're probably fine. The melody might get picked up and I might have to edit it out after, but I think we're fine. Johnny Dangerously. I'm living on the edge singing. It's a risky move considering what happened before. So I got to try to control myself. Okay, we put all the kisses in there. I feel like these cookies are not as lifted as they normally are. But maybe that's how they are. I did make them too big. So we need to make them smaller on this next tray. Let me grab some more parchment paper. Just Rob is saying, Duck, what program do you use to edit? Duck uses Premiere, Adobe Premiere to edit. Whatever I think the program has its own name, but that's what he uses. Twitch doesn't want me to sing. No, Twitch is not the problem. Twitch probably wouldn't care if I sang. I could sing someone else's songs, and I don't think I'd get in trouble on Twitch. I couldn't play someone else's song. If I like just played whatever top 40, I'd be in trouble. But on the YouTube side, YouTube is very. There's a lot of scanners scanning stuff. So like, let's say if I sing a few bars or something, sometimes I get picked up for the melody, and they'll be like, "You don't own the melody. You can't just sing that." And so then I have to remove it. And it's actually also kind of a testament to my singing that sometimes it'll just pick me up as the song. It thinks I sound as good as the person. Or someone that did like a cover version of the song. So I'll get picked up as like an actual thing when I'm like, I'm just singing. Music copyright is weird because it's like, if I'm singing, shouldn't I have some right to that music as I am the one that made it with my own vocal cords? But in the way that they look at it is that like, you don't own the melody, you don't own the lyrics, so you have no right to be able to sing or record that song. Like, you need the permission of the artist, I think, or to pay them. So that's why. But you would think. But I could sing my own original music, but then it still might pick it up because it'll be like, well, this melody sounds similar to this, which is annoying. YouTube is a pain in the buttocks from what I've seen. I mean, yes and no. Twitch and the whole server issue, that's a kind of crazy story. The whole thing I was talking about the other day with how Twitch is like removing servers and not telling anyone. I was like, that's pretty nuts. However, yeah. I mean, YouTube has its things, Twitch has its things. There are pros and cons to both. He's just particularly cautious. He just doesn't want us to goad. We don't want to have any more issues with copyright during this time for the next 90 days. Well, we're kind of on probation, we got to be careful. So yeah, he's just a bit nervous. Because I'm singing. But what can I say? I like to sing. But I'll try to not sing. It's also fine. I keep thinking I'm making these small, but then they look so big. Like when Olivia Rodrigo accidentally stole from Paramore, so they got writing credit on Good For You. Yeah, exactly. That is the type of thing. Music industry be like that. Even though, like, how many progressions are there in music? Not that many. So it's weird that music is so crazy, but I don't know. That's just how the industry is. YouTube has weird rules. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes they do. I would agree with that. Sometimes they do, sometimes their rules make a lot of sense. You're not much of a swearer, especially not in front of women. Yeah, I can tell that you're not much of a swearer, Chemdog. YouTube is a pain in the buttocks. But honestly, I'm also not a big swearer. Not around like anyone. It's a regardless of gender thing. I just don't like to swear too much. Sometimes I do, but when I do, it's usually because I'm very frustrated with something, or I like to use swearing. Swearing is powerful, so it should be powerful. It should be rare. Like an expletive should not be a common practice. It takes away from the emotion of the language. That could totally be a plot for a bard in a D&D session. Trying to like write a song, but like all of the songs are taken. They can't write anything original. They're just like dealing with people chasing them for copyright and stuff. They're like performing at a tavern and someone's like, that's my song. And they're like, well, I mean, it's a slight variation. That would be funny. I would actually super love that. Someone should play that in a campaign. Just get into like the ridiculousness of the music industry at this point, how it's become kind of farcical. Wait, did my alarm go off? Oh, it did. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, I took them out. Oh, I forgot that I took those out. I did. The adjudicator said, I don't know. I'm from Montreal. Swearing is the sentence most of the time. Yeah, maybe in Montreal. There are, but that's because, look, swearing in French is different. Because swearing in French, if we're talking about like French speakers, which I'm assuming you are the adjudicator, not English speakers, although maybe a bit of both. And there are people that are both French and English that are bilingual, but they fall under this too because swearing in French is so fun. That is why it's so fun. French swears are a good time. English swears kind of ugly. That's what I think. Both. English speakers and the French speakers and the bilinguals. I assume a lot of people in Montreal are bilingual. If I lived there, I would strive to be bilingual. I think if you live in Quebec, you should speak French. It's kind of like the whole province like identity. So I feel like it's weird if people don't try to learn French and live there. You're learning Chinese, Dormarius? That's cool. Chinese is not easy to learn. So I think we probably have like 2 more trays. And then these will probably be done. I don't know where I'm going to put them because they kind of melt. So you kind of have to like have them spread out. You can't stack them while they're setting. So I'll have to figure out where to put these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so 12 cookies on here. And then we're going to unwrap the other kisses. We need 12. And then I will move these to a different spot so we can start loading up the next tray. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my gosh, this one has Max on the bottom. Max, the Grinch's dog. Oh wait, you guys aren't on this camera right now. Look, it's Max, the Grinch's dog. Can you guys see that? I hope my camera's focusing. Fun fact, during some scenes in Home Alone, oh man, this kiss got so messed up. Joe Pesci would curse because he forgot he was filming a family movie. So the director would suggest that he grumble every time he was about to curse. Oh my goodness. Didn't know Michael J. Fox was Canadian? Northman, are you saying that as a question, or are you just saying that as a statement? Yes, Michael J. Fox is Canadian. AJ, I also hope everyone has a great week. Yeah, the history of language is super interesting, Otto. I agree. Etymology of words. But yes, religious slurs in Montreal. Every swear word is church related. A fun fact. Every swear word is church related? I didn't know that. That's interesting. Like, they all originate from church? That's pretty cool. Weird. What are we cooking? Says Estelle. Hello. We are baking some peanut butter Hershey Blossom cookies. When they are done, they will look like this. And so I'm just setting up the kisses that we're gonna put on the next set of cookies when they come out of the oven. We're unwrapping these ones, and then we're going to transfer the cookies that are on the baking sheet behind me and move them to a spot where they can cool, because the chocolate is always really soft. So it kind of gets like really melty. And then we're gonna roll some new cookies because we have some dough here that still has to be turned into cookies. Yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing. And hello to you. I hope things are good in Europe. Hello from Canada. Canada. I know about Pamela Anderson and Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, Michael J. Fox is Canadian too. Okay, bye, Duncan Mallory. Tell Harmony we say hello. Thank you for the lurk. I would like to introduce you to French. English is the most difficult language to learn because we have so many different words that mean the same thing. I would say English is still one of the hardest languages to learn in comparison to French. But French also has some words that mean the same things. Michael J. Fox is from Edmonton, Alberta, says Otto. A little bit more info there for you, Northman. I love bread. Welcome to the I didn't switch cameras because I was caught unawares, but I still did it in the little cam. So you saw it. You all saw it. Captain Kirk is Canadian. This is true. This is true. Okay, so these are taken off. So I guess I'll grab a big plate. And we'll just put these on the plate for now. I guess I should eat one to try them. I'll eat this like ginormous one. Because then that way I don't have to find space for it. So I'm gonna eat this one. It's pretty big. Mm-hmm. Pretty good cookie. I'm sorry, but English is easy because we realize that a table or chair doesn't have a gender. But once you understand gendered rules, it can also help you remember the word, because the way the word is written is the gender, if that makes sense. Like, there are certain words in French that like sound, now because like I know some French, that sound feminine, and they'll have like similar sounds or similar spelling, I feel. So I don't know, I find that that can be easier once you get used to it. But I feel like remembering the gendering sometimes, yeah, can be tricky because in English we don't have gendered words unless it's a gender word. So you make a good point, Locke. I didn't use a cookie spoon. Just my mitts. Is that a box of fast food on the table? Not fast food. It's Swiss chalet. It's rotisserie chicken that I'm eating over here. I was gifted treat stream during my stream by Jamie over on the Twitch side. Oh. So I am also eating a little bit as I bake. Whoa! Sugar Skulls, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. That means that we gotta add you on the tree. Those are my cookies. Let me pull those out. Hold on a second. Might need to move. I am thirsty. I think I will have some of that 7-Up. All right, let me take these cookies out. Then we'll do a spin. We'll take these cookies out. We'll put the kisses in. Then we'll do a spin for Sugar Skulls. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. And then I'll add an ornament onto the tree for you. You can let me know what ornament you want. I cannot sing Rent right now. I've been forbidden. But, Ani. No, I can't do Arnold right now. Let me, give me a second here. I'm going to go. I got to get to the chopper. Ani's a hard impression for me to do. Clearly, I'm messing it up really bad. But I'll try. These cookies are all for Arnold now. I'm going to eat all the cookies. I feel like I sound more like the Cookie Monster. Northman, why would we want to take, William Shatner's Canadian passport away? Huh? Why? Let me do a spin for Sugar Skull. I love William Shatner. I don't think we should take his passport away. He is my captain. Try hard. We got 5 tries for Sugar Skulls. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 bonus. We'll do 6. Harlan, hello. I'm trying to do an Arnold impersonation. Drex says, by the way, Jim Carrey converted full American. Did he? Did he convert full American? I think he still has a Canadian passport. No? Welcome back, Lynn Turner. You've come at a great time. I'm trying to sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It sounds like Trevor, maybe. I went a bit Arnold there. I'm trying. I think I need to keep my mouth closed more. Does Arnold ever open his mouth? Is he like keeping his mouth tight? Speak through the teeth? Get to the chopper! No, I don't know. I need to roll these cookies. I'll keep them small. Not like me, like Arnie. Big. Locke is saying no. Jim Carrey still has his Canadian citizenship and has spoken out against people saying that he's gone full American. I think it's been about 5 minutes. I think that's the impersonation amount. I think it's 5 minutes. Can someone check for me? I think it's 5 minutes. Cookie Monster is great, Charles. I agree. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Jim Carrey is not full American. I think he's still Canadian. I think he still has his Canadian passport and he still pays his any Canadian tax that he owes. I can understand why some people might like fully go somewhere though and like give up their citizenship, because then you have to worry about potentially doing taxes for 2 places. Although I think you actually have to be there like a certain amount of time to have to worry about the taxes, or have done like a certain amount of business in Canada, so Exactly, Drex. That's what I was trying to do. If you move to Florida or Texas, there are no state taxes. Really? I think, didn't Jim Carrey have a house in Florida? I don't know if he still has it. I think he was trying to sell it. But I don't think anyone was buying. I need to sound more Austrian. See, I was worried I was going too Austrian. Is that where Arnie's from? Is he from Austria? I'd give up my citizenship in a heartbeat to move to Canada. Yeah, Canada's pretty good, as long as you don't mind that it kind of gets a little cold in the winter. But otherwise, it's pretty good over here. We got some good things. We got some things that are not as good as well. But for the most part, it's pretty good over here. I can't complain too much. These are coming along quite nicely. Oh, my bad. Dual citizenship, right? Indeed, fine. I thought I saw Carrie on Colbert. Maybe it was just a skit. Might have been a skit. Yeah, I don't think he'd ever give up being Canadian. He's pretty proud, I think, to be Canadian. He's pretty proud Canadian, even though, you know, Jim Carrey, I think, like the rest of us, also acknowledges that we have problems in Canada. It's not a perfect place to live, but, you know, it's pretty good considering some of the other stuff in the world. Some of the other places that might not be as nice at this time. And all countries have something, so that's kind of just how it is. You got to take the good with the bad sometimes, and hopefully work on the bad. I mean, I don't know. Politics here can be a bit exhausting, in my opinion. Not to go political. I like to keep my chats political free, but yeah, that is a thing. But I think there are some people in our politics that really do want to create positive change. So that's nice, you know? Politicians actually seem to care about people. That's nice. I don't know how true it is. I don't know. I think as time goes on, it's also just normal to kind of get jaded about the state of the world. Yes, other places. Don't I know it, says Rashid. Yeah. Do they make you speak French Canadian by law? No, they don't make us speak French Canadian. We don't actually speak French Canadian. We just speak French. We just speak French. It's Quebecois French, but it's not that different from French, to my understanding. Like regular French. So if you know French in Canada, you pretty much know French in France. There's going to be a few differences. It sounded like Watto from the Phantom Menace. Oh my goodness. Well, I tried to sound like Arnie. I did my best. This is why I make it so expensive, because I'm terrible at it. So I don't like to do impersonations. That's why I make them expensive. But I know you guys sometimes want me to do them. So I was like, I'll offer them, but they're going to be expensive and they're not going to be good. The cold helps your beard grow, says Charles. Is that true? The cold helps your beard grow. I need to know about the science on that one, Charles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. All right. 14 it is. Let me put my little mitt back on. Yeah, I think one more tray and we'll definitely be good. Yeah, there's like a few left, but otherwise pretty much good to go. So those are in. Let me start a timer for that.
Okay, 9 minutes. Starting now.
Oh, I have to add sugar skulls to the tree. Sugar skulls. Do you have a preference for ornaments or bells or present? You gifted 5 subs. If you would like, I can add an ornament to the tree in your honor. Just let me know what you would like. We've got shiny red, sparkly red, shiny white, sparkly white, shiny green, light green matte, dark green matte, a gold, a sparkly gold, red sparkly, red shiny, bells, and gifts for under the tree, white, green, or red. And let me grab my 7-Up to sip. Hello, Frank. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well, Frank the Tank. How you doing? Not in my experience, sugar skulls, when I was in Germany, not in France. I've been to France though as well. But when I was in Germany and I was speaking to French people that traveled there, I spoke a little bit of French with them at the table because I was teaching games. I was working at Essenspiel and I spoke a little bit of French. So I spoke with them a little bit and said some things in French. And they were so appreciative. And they were like, oh my gosh, you speak French? And like, where are you from? And I was like, oh, I'm from Canada. And they were like, oh, yeah, because Quebec. And I was like, yeah, yeah. And they were like, oh, that's so good. And I'm like, sorry about my French being like Quebecois. Like, sorry about like my accent, basically. And they were just like, oh, no, your French is very good. And I was like, oh, thank you. So I don't know if that's just me personally, what my accent sounds like or what my French sounded like. But yeah, I don't remember them saying that my French was like not like they didn't understand me or that it sounded bad. They were like, your French sounds good. And I was like, oh, thanks. And I was like, I only speak a little bit. So sugar skulls, dark green ball. But maybe it depends on the French person you're speaking with. Some French people might be, I don't know, really bothered, I guess, maybe by the like the Quebecois accent because it's a bit more like nasally. Like Quebecois is here. Like we are French. It's kind of how it sounds. Can sound a bit much. That's me hamming it up though. I don't know. When I'm in Montreal, I think people just sound like they're speaking French. There is a Montreal accent, and it's a bit more nasally, but I don't think the French is that much different. And in Quebec, I think there are some French words that like are their own that don't exist. Like toque is French Canadian. I don't know if toque exists in France French as a word. That might be a Canadian word. French Canadian. Yeah, I did see that Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry are dating. It's probably good that you haven't talked to your dad in 18 years based on a recent headline, Surly Barber. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you and your dad aren't talking and that you're like literally when the news happens, you're like, I'm reminded why we don't. That sucks. I see that Jamie has redeemed a French accent. So we will do a wee bit of Francais. This is not what I would do if I were to do more of a Quebecois accent. It would not sound like this, but this is my French accent. So this is what I will give you. I could do some Quebecois, but it would be a little bit more, I don't know. I think that I prefer more of a true, like a Parisian French accent as opposed to Quebecois. No offense to Quebec. I love Quebec. But I like this accent. However, if you did want to hear, I could dabble a bit more into the francophone accent. He had the brain of one. Not sure who to feel sorry for in that relationship between Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau. Honestly, I think it is, if they are happy, then let them be happy. It doesn't really bother me. Santa has the best beards. That's why they say your beard grows well. That's how you know it is true. Let me do a ornament for sugar skulls. We've set it up. I'm sorry, I need to burp. Pardonnez-moi. Okay. So now I will create a label. Locke says the tube originated in France in either the 16th or 17th century. Acadians brought it over when they migrated to Quebec. So there you go. It actually has an origin in France. So the word toque is actually just French. And that is why it is part of our Canadian vocabulary, though, because we are, in part of our culture as a country is, of course, France. Vive la France. Marvel Man, thank you so much for the hydrates. I only have my 7-Up right now, so I will take that. Burps in French. Oh, are you free? Are you free, Jamie? Oh, not Jamie, Cherry. Pardonnez-moi. Are you free? I'll take a hydrate. Not the leader of Canada. We have a new prime minister. Justin stepped down and then we had an election. Carney is currently our prime minister in Canada, not Justin Trudeau. He got a divorce after he left politics, after he stepped down as prime minister. It's not really why he stepped down, though. I don't think. It was not a good time for him to be leader of the party because there were a lot of people in Canada who had, he was splitting the party basically, because there are people that would not vote for the Liberals because of Justin Trudeau. I could see that, Comrade Mime. They both look so evangelical. Yeah, Katy Perry would not be our first lady. We don't really do that in Canada anyways. I don't think the wife of the prime minister is as public as like in America, what they do. But he is not the prime minister, so she would not be that. And that has been about 5 minutes, so we will let it go. And I will return to my normal accent. Le burp. Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, like I said, we don't really do like first lady stuff, so she wouldn't really have any influence, I don't think, on anything, if that were the case. But like I said, Justin is no longer the prime minister and hasn't been for a while. Yeah. We had an election a while ago. This isn't like new news. But it's okay. I know most people don't follow Canadian politics or news. We're one of the places that I feel like people know the least about if you were to quiz people on like Canadian history or politics. People are always like, some people don't even know that we have a prime minister. So, you know, I totally get it. And Justin Trudeau was one of the things that people actually knew about because he was a young PM, and so then he was like newsworthy, and because people thought he was hot, so people were like, it was kind of good because it put us a bit on the global stage because I actually had friends that would talk about Canadian politics or want to know my thoughts on Justin. A lot of people would be like, he's pretty great, right? And I'm like, well, not really, but he's something. He did some good things. Kind of a mixed bag. But then everyone was like, well, better than, a different flavor. And I'm like, sure. Like, depending on what you're comparing it to. Sure. I understand why people like him. But in terms of our politics, could have been better in my opinion. 1, 2, okay, I need to print this label. And then I really need to unwrap these. Actually first, sorry. And then I will print the label and we'll add your ornament to the tree because I should have these in like right away. Funny you call them prime minister. Is it funny that we call them prime minister? I think it makes sense historically. Sorry, not tuned into Canada politics. Yeah, no worries. Most people aren't, like I said. It's totally fine. It is very normal to not be tuned into Canadian politics. Yeah, I know a little bit about, like, English politics. But I don't know a lot about politics in general, so no one really needs to apologize to me. I don't know that much. I only know what I need to know about Canadian politics because I vote, so I want to be an informed voter. But other than that, I try to stay out of the news in general. I don't like the news. It makes me very depressed. So I try not to go there too often. It's not good for my mental health. PMJT was better than the alternatives. I'll give him that. Yeah, yes. Compared to some other people, 100% Locke. 100%. But I feel pretty good about where we're at right now politically. We'll see. Hey, if Justin is really with Katie, more power to him. Yeah, I mean, he is. They're dating. It is news. I've heard the news. Pretty crazy stuff. I still can't believe that Katie and Orlando Bloom are done. That's crazy to me. They were together for a while. And they seemed so happy. I think I dropped some chocolate, but I don't know where it went. And I'm just nervous about grinding it into my carpet. Because I have a rug here. I don't see it. Maybe it's on the table somewhere. Oh. Nope, there it is. I found it. I felt it. Throwing it away. Patrick, welcome in. Thank you so much for being a member, by the way. Ricardo said, I know nothing about what you were talking about. That's fine, Ricardo. Like I said, not many people know about Canadian politics. Yeah, not watching the news, I think, is better for me. I have some friends and some loved ones that are very tapped into the news, so they keep me informed on things I need to know. But I just let those people that I love that know me very well funnel to me what they think is relevant that I might need, that is information that I might want to have in some way, even if it's unpleasant because they know I would care about it. But otherwise, I would say I just don't engage. These are denser than I'm used to. Okay. I'm gonna need another plate. Okay, let's do the label for Sugar Skulls for the ornament. Sugar Skulls show. Printing. Alrighty. I'm gonna need to get another plate. Pack up all my little ornament stuff. Put that off to the side for now. Okay, this one's for you, Sugar Skulls. Adding you to the tree. There we go. Ah. All the cuties on the tree. The labels like to open up. Then I have to go through and close them. Oh, the Madrout was added to the tree. We did add the Madrout. We need to add Jefferino if he ends up wanting one. They end up wanting one. Boop. Let me close this. There we go. Nice. Do I like the Avatar movies? Yeah, I like the Avatar movies. Like the blue people? I like them, Stanley. Lynn Turnaby, I do not speak Spanish, no. No hablo español. Sorry. Finished work for the day. Did you win? I won. I won, and you won, Eric, because you're free. What is this tree about, says Patrick. Patrick, if you gift a membership to someone, or if you donate a $5 super chat, I will add you to the tree. Who was the other person that we needed to add? Yesterday, we had someone else, too. We had a couple people, but I don't think anyone wanted to be added, so. Or either of those people wanted to be added. Holiday cookies are the best. The cookies are pretty good. I did try one, and they were great. Northman, I'm on a military base, so I don't have a yard. We're surrounded by a lot of security and fences with barbed wire. Charles says I get most of my news from late night comedians, which is kind of sad, but I'm good with it. Honestly, at least it makes it more entertaining and hopefully a little less depressing. Yeah, she was with Orlando Bloom. Yes, they have a child together, I believe. That is true. All right, so these are done. These are done. So we just have to roll a few more, and then I think we're done. I think we're done, son. Fortunately, not enough time for me to go and do and do some Marvel Rivals, I don't think today. However, we could probably do some Marvel Rivals at another time. I don't know. I might stream on Wednesday. I'm gonna see, but I might do a Wednesday stream because I think I'm gonna take Friday off this week. I have too many like family and friends events, unfortunately. So I might take Friday off and then I might stream on Wednesday. Military base, this is soldier housing? No, not exactly. It's kind of complicated. I'm not a soldier per se. More of like a super secret experiment. I'm not really allowed to talk about it. Patrick, thank you so much for gifting a membership. Oh my goodness, let me add you onto the tree. Patrick, what ornament would you like? Thank you for gifting a membership. To AJ Marshall, I hope you enjoy the members' contents. So we've got dark green matte, we've got gold shiny, gold sparkly, red shiny, red sparkly, white sparkly, white shiny. We've got white, green, and red gifts to go underneath, a dark shiny green. We've got bells. Oh wait, I'm showing these and I'm not even on the right camera. We've got bells. And we got the gifts that I can put under the tree, white, green, or red. So if any of these catch your eye, Patrick, let me know what you like. And let me know what you'd like me to add for you. And I will. And I'll put your name on there. And then if there's anything else you want me to add on, let me know. And I can add it for you on the label. If there's something special you want, you can try to see what I can do. Patrick said military base. I didn't realize you were related to the military. Not related to the military. It's like I said, it's complicated. The Perry Act made because she and Bloom kept screwing people out of their houses at unfair prices. What? No way. There's California law made because they were screwing people out of their houses. Atiki Ile, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs. Atiki, are you on the tree yet? I don't think you're on the tree yet. We gotta add you to the tree, my friend. Atiki, would you like me to add? I think my lights are dead, by the way. I think they maybe ran out of battery, ran out of juice. I'll have to get new lights. Wow, they don't last very long, the lights. Probably been running them for like, maybe 15 hours. I think I can replace the battery if I want. But I also have a bag of them, so. Oh my goodness, we're at 334 to 350 subs. If we get to 350 subs before the end of the month, we will do another interview with a vampire watch along on the Discord. Do what you want, says Atiki. All right, well, what do you want me to add? Do you have any preference for ornament or gift? Bell? Any one of the little ornaments, a gift? Or would you just like me to pick for you? A bell would be good. All right, Patrick, I'll add a bell in your honor. Okay, I'm just gonna finish rolling these actually, and then once these are done, I will add these ornaments to the tree for Patrick and Atiki. Thank you so much, guys, for the support and for gifting. She needs to be housed there as her powers need to be monitored, says Eric. I can neither confirm nor deny this. I can't really talk about it, guys. It's kind of classified information. So, yeah. All I'll say is if you're a 900-year-old vampire, try to not let anyone know that you exist. You know? Because there's things that might... I'm just saying. Don't be like me. Keep it on the lowdown. Like, keep it on the wraps. Stefan, oh my goodness. Thank you so much for gifting 20 memberships. Okay, well, we just unlocked our interview with the vampire watch along, because I know we were at like, I'm pretty sure that unlocks it, because I think we were at like 60 something memberships last time I checked. Whoa, thank you so much for gifting to Splice, CLS Rocks, Stardust Warrior, Jordan Wolfson, Omar, Jagron, Andrew Lacrosse, Darth Gutierrez, Urkaret, Cash Maze, TJ Boom Boom, Cinetis Online, Mr. and Mr. Second Amendment, oh my goodness. Joseph Pauly, Skitty Skids, Milas Boo, Clayben, Sweet Peach, William Beswick, Emmanuel Silvera. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jeff. That was really nice of you. I also will add an ornament onto the tree for you if you'd like. We have these ornaments. We've got bells. We've got gifts to add under the tree. Let me know what you would like, and I can add one for you. Whatever, Lol, like, what do you want? And then asking me is silly. Oh, okay, yeah, just do what I want. All right. I wasn't sure if you meant, like, I can do whatever. I just like to make sure you have no opinion. But that's cool. I'll add for you, Tiki. I feel like you give me gold vibes. So I'm going to do, I think, a shiny gold for you. It's classified. It's classified. And then I also need to do some wheel spins for these lovely folks, showing all their support. Wow. Thank you so much for all the support. A gift under the tree would be cool. All right, cool. Do you have a preference for color, or shall I pick for you, Stefan? Let me know. Also, how are you doing? How you been? How's the music coming? I was literally singing in stream earlier. You missed it? And I had to stop because Duck was nervous that we'd get in trouble for that. So I stopped singing. I think this is the last one that we're going to do. All right. Whoa, Dark Horse, thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you so much for the 35 bits. Thank you, thank you. You choose. All right. So we got a gold bell for Patrick. We got a gold ornament for a Tiki Ile. And for Stefan, we're going to do, I think a green gift is nice for you, Stefan. So I have everything set up here for what I'm going to add. I'm just going to wash my hands, and then I'll print these labels. And then Dark Horse, thank you as well for the biddies. And then once we add the ornaments, I'll do some wheel spins for you guys. And then our cookies should be out, and we'll have to put Hershey's Kisses on them. And then I think that'll basically be the stream. Well, I guess I'll tidy up. I gotta wait for Kurt and Anthony to go live. So I'll tidy up, and then we can kind of like break down the set, and I'll move everything over to the computer. And we can still chat. We'll just chat once we're done. Whoa, Latinum, thank you so much for the 500 biddies. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Oh my goodness. Keys in chat. Key combo. Or F's. F's in chat. Respects. Pretty good. We had to delay the release until January, so watch out for that. All right, I will check it out in January. I'm excited for you guys' release to come. That's awesome. Yeah, it's hard, I feel like, once you get close to a release date, especially like around this time of year. It's tricky. Yeah, I'm doing lies. We're doing lies tonight, Atiki. That is correct. Let me update this thing. I don't know. Can I move this over here? Will this work? All right, let me add these little ornaments. Need a few hooks. And then we can do some wheel spins. And then we'll tidy up, baby. Because we'll have baked all the cookies. I guess I could pick these up and just kind of like move them. So that I have more... Oh, no. I accidentally put my finger in one of the chocolates. I ruined it. Tasty though. Tastes like candy canes. How many were on that tray? Like 3? I think it was 3. Okay, so we'll hang these. I'll unwrap 3 kisses. And then we will do wheel spins. And then I'll clean my kitchen up a bit. That chocolate is a special one. Yeah, that's the one I touched. I'll give that one to Duck. Duck will eat it. That one's for Duck now. This one, I'll put it off to the side. Or for me. Maybe I'll eat it. Finger cookie. Mine now. Yeah. Duck would eat my finger cookie, I think. Is that a weird thing to say? I don't know. Gonna let that soak. Dishes tutorial incoming. All right. All right, all right, all right. Where is my little label maker? Oh yeah, I put it away. I can finally put the sugar away after this. Okay, so let's go back to Patrick. Patrick, and then Atiki. It's pretty weird to me, actually, how that didn't start a hype train yet. We had a hype train earlier for less. Maybe it also has to do with the time of day as to how they do it. 6953. Sweet. Print. And then we'll do one for Tiki. Don't clip that, says Rapola. What are you guys even doing with all these cookies? I'm giving them out to friends and family. Yeah, I'm giving them out to friends and family. And people that, like some people that do services. Like people who, wait, why did it change it? What? Gotta retype it again. There we go. Like people that have, supported me, like my agent gets cookies. I give cookies to a few different people and family. And this isn't even all the cookies. This is some of the cookies. there's more cookies, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, Stefan that was crazy support. I agree. Absolute alpha. We're going to add Stefan onto the tree here. And then we'll do some wheel spins. Five, 7, 9, 8. I don't know why it resets it every time I adjust the font. It's like not saving the fact that I changed the text. Print. All right. Oh, what? It did not print the way I wanted it to. I mean, okie dokie. Well, I mean, it still has the whole name there. Just the numbers are a little bit cut off, but you can still see your guys' names. And the ornaments are really what represent you on the tree. So I think it's fine. I appreciate you, Atiki. Thank you so much. Rapala is saying, friends, I don't feel good in my head. Thank you all for being here, especially with Vamp. Oh no, I'm sorry that you don't feel good in your head right now, Rapala. Okay, Google, thank you. Patrick is the bell. Sorry if I activated anyone's Google there. We'll add the bell. Let's see. There's the bell. Oh. Oh. For Patrick. And take the cookies out, but let me just grab this label and put it on for Tiki. Maybe here. Maybe here. There we go. All the labels. I like close them all and then they just open back up like immediately. There we go. Okay. Let me pull these cookies out and then we got one more to add and then we got spins. And then we shall tidy. I didn't unwrap any kisses. Definitely feel like this is more than 36 cookies that I made. A lot of these kisses have been like beheaded. Like the tips of the chocolate are gone. For the white ones, especially. All right. Almost the last one. Alrighty. What place do you prefer more, Felix and Norton or Craig's? Felix and Norton or Craig's? What place do I prefer more? I don't know if I've been to either of those places. What kind of places are those? Oh, what cookie place do I prefer more? I don't think I've been to either of those cookie places. Wait, Craig's Cookies? Craig's Cookies I've had. And I think Craig's is my favorite because it's the only one I know. What are these other places? What did you say? They are Felix and Norton. Felix and Norton is one place? I've never been there. Is that local? Have you made gingerbread cookies yet? Says, hey, it's Nathan. We made not gingerbread cookies, but ginger molasses cookies yesterday. They're in 3 Tupperwares over here. So yeah, we made those ones yesterday and the day before. Made the dough on day 1, baked all the cookies on day 2. Day 3 has been peanut butter cookies. And now these are done fully. Now I can turn the oven off. Oh, dang. Might be moving these a bit early, actually. There we go. All right, moved. I put Stefan's gift under the tree. So all of the ornaments and the gifts have been placed. And now I got to do some wheel spins for folks. Just tidy up my workspace a little bit here. Then we'll do some wheel spins. Oh man, we baked a lot of cookies, guys. It's a lot of cookies. Wow. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4. So that's 28. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So 30, 40 something. 40 like 3 or 45 or something like that. Wow. Wow. Well, I feel good. I feel like all of the people that I promised cookies to will get some cookies. Felix and Norton is one place. Warden and Highway 7, I think. They do mini cookies. Mini cookies. Yo, I gotta check it out. I've never been to Felix and Norton, but I love Craig's. So if you're saying they're good, I'm gonna check it out, Stefan. Thank you for the cookie place recommendation. Lummick says, I'll take a couple cookies. Cookies. What's the difference between ginger and molasses and just ginger? Ginger and molasses are a soft cookie. So like these cookies are soft. They like melt in your mouth. They are chewy, delicious. Gingerbread's also great. Gingerbread is more of like a shortbread style. It's a harder cookie. It's more durable. It's more rigid. So ginger molasses is like soft. Gingerbread, hard. Crunchy guy. And you usually don't put molasses in a gingerbread recipe. I don't think. Pretty sure. I don't think I've put molasses in my... Maybe there is some molasses in gingerbread, actually. Is there molasses in gingerbread? Yeah, molasses is always in there. I don't think you use as much as when you do a ginger molasses cookie, though. Because those are like... They're softer. They're just... It's a different texture. The flavor's pretty much the same. That's why I was like, wait a minute. I think there is molasses in gingerbread. And for the color. Okay, well, I guess let's do some wheel spins. I gotta spin the wheel. Let's spin the wheel for Atiki, Dark Horse, and Latinum, and for Patrick and Stefan. So we'll start with Dark Horse. Shoulder raises, of course. And for Atiki, level down. All right, so now next time I can do a 5-pound. And because I'm going to say that my prayers are being answered, I'm going to say that that level down takes effect starting now, so I can actually go down to 5 immediately in case I don't spin any more weights, so we can see the effects of that. I'll change this to level up. That might be kind of drippy. All right, so shoulder raises, 5 shoulder raises with 5 pounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we got to do a spin for Latinum. Latinum! Shoulder raises. And then I got to do I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do a couple wheel spins for 7 because 20 is a lot of memberships gifted. Let's do a spin for Patrick and a couple spins for 7. We'll do 3 spins, I think, for 7. Positive affirmation for Patrick. And Stefan's first spin. And then I'll do 2 more. Self-hug. Nice. All right. Give myself a self-hug. Patrick, let me just say that you are a delight. I appreciate you while I'm giving myself this self-hug. I would also encourage everyone at home to give themselves a self-hug if you're feeling it. Feels good, man. Feels good. Thank you so much to you, Patrick, for joining us and for being so kind to gift a membership so you can get added to the Christmas tree. Thank you for helping to decorate the Christmas tree. I appreciate you for being here, for chilling with us, for chatting with us, for being a member, for just taking the time out of your day to say, hey, it means a lot. So thank you so much. You are loved, you are valued, you are respected, you are appreciated. Hopefully not just within this community, but also outside of this community as well. And thank you so much for being here. The stream would not be the same without you. And I really do mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Patrick, for the gifted membership. All right, let's do 2 more spins for Stefan. If I could live in one past decade, which one? I would live in ancient Rome, but I would want to be a man. Positive affirmation for Stefan. And shoulder raises. Wow, my shoulders are going to be jacked after today's stream. Stefan, thank you so much for the 20 gifted memberships, my friend. I hope that all of the music you guys are putting out in January, I hope the launch goes great. I hope that the music speaks to you and speaks to others and allows you to just express yourself and bring people together. I think it's so cool that you make music. Making music is one of the most vulnerable things. And I just feel like it's so awesome that I get to know someone that puts himself out there like that. I appreciate all the musicians in my life. I think y'all are amazing. So thank you for sharing your art. Thank you for sharing your time. Thank you for sharing your funds and donating towards the channel and the gift of memberships to other people. I hope everyone that was gifted a membership enjoys the exclusive content. And if you were gifted something and you would like, if you're here, you can always say thank you. People love a thank you. Stefan, you are loved, you are appreciated, you are valued, you are respected. Hopefully not just within this stream, in this community, but also outside of it as well. And thank you so, so much for being here. I really do mean it from the bottom of my heart. This stream would not be the same without you, Stefan. Thank you for the 20 gifted memberships. Thank you. It's weird because I can't poke you guys in the eyes. Oh, that. Oh, thanks. You're welcome, Stefan. Thank you. The 19th century or the 6th century, those are my choices. I'll go 19th then. Duck can be there, but he has to be an actual duck. I'll have to see how he feels about that. The Adjudicator, thank you so much for the 500 biddies. I feel like some sort of Grinch, Max Krampus ornament would be cool. Oh, that would be sick. If I could find some mini custom ornaments, I would love that. Thank you for the F combo. Thank you, the Adjudicator. Let me do a wheel spin for you. Well, I also got to do those 5 shoulder raises. Let me do those. Then we'll do a wheel spin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll start to tidy up. Has it been 9 minutes? Shoulder raises. More shoulder raises. Right, we took all the cookies out. This is it. This is what we got. This is what we made over the course of 3 days. That's a lot of cookies, guys. That's a lot of cookies. Just doing a little video for a little short that I wanted to make about when you finish your holiday baking, what it feels like. Yeah, I know, right? All of this could be yours. All right, we'll do 5 more shoulder raises. And then we tidy up. I think I'm going to switch to some water for a bit. While I'm cleaning. And we'll just chat and clean up a bit. I'll see if, let's see if on Facebook, I don't see anyone saying that they're good to go yet. So I think we have some time before Anthony and Kurt are ready. Which means we have time to hang out and chat and chill and vibe. Vibe-a-dibe-dibe. All right, well, I guess I'll take a picture as well to share in the Discord for anyone that missed any of the parts and wants to see the results of our baking, because we baked a lot. And then I'm going to put these away for now. Back into the Star Wars Tupperwares. Might make some cookies later. You should. Cookies are great. Well, these I kind of have to leave out, these peanut butter cookies. So I think I'll just leave them here, and then I'll just put away. I guess I could have a chocolate. I wanted to eat one of these. And I have some left over, so these are now snacks. In fact, I'm going to put them up with the snacks and the G Fuel. And we will put the sugar away. I also like baking because sometimes it gets like really cold in my apartment in the winter. I don't usually turn on my heater because there is like already like I have pipes running through my apartment, hot water pipes, I think that's what those are. So I'm good for the heat usually, but sometimes in the winter it still gets kind of chilly. I don't know. Was I keeping the sugar? I think I was keeping the sugar separate. I think it was like flour in one bag, sugar in the other bag. I like to keep my flour in bags so that nothing can easily get in there. No critters. Great. Perfect. And now everything is put away. I can snack more as well. So we could have food, although I should probably clear everything first and wipe the table down. Let's do that first. They came out good. I love the oven. I really miss my apartment. Do you not have an oven in your apartment, the adjudicator? I hate when sleepiness overcomes you. Yeah, sleepiness is like the worst, because especially if you want to do something. You're like, I don't want to sleep right now, but your body's like, too bad, it's happening. Good night, Lummox. Have good sleeps. I find in the winter too, I guess because like there's less sunlight, I find myself particularly sleepy. I mean, I don't really have space in my sink, but I do want to wash this. These were not used. This was the plate the butter was on, but I could wash it. I'm gonna move the ornaments. And then I'm gonna wipe and I'm gonna vacuum. And then we'll do some dishes and eat some food. You moved to Pickering and you bought a glass top oven? The coil for the win? Oh yeah, is glass top not as good? Duck says, am a duck IRL. Your tree looks great, Amanda. Thanks, Antonio. Everyone is on the tree that is gifted. All my little gifters. It's a tree of gifts. In Alaska, I always had to take vitamin D. Pause. That cold and dark weather around this time of year. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I haven't been taking vitamin D, but I probably should. You need to eat food, Rapala? You should do that. Eating food is good for you. I would definitely recommend that you eat food. It's a confection. Do not recommend. Yeah, I feel like my stove and my oven and stuff is really old, but it works really well. Like, it's quite consistent. The only thing that's happened is sometimes the fuses go out. So you got to replace the little fuses, and I don't know how easy those are to come by. But that's for the military to figure out. I just live here. Let me wipe the table down, and then we'll vacuum. Well, I'll move the weights, and then we'll vacuum. Oh my gosh. What is happening? Lysol wipes. What is this? Why are you a bundle? Why are you like this? Yeah. All right, table wiped. And now I will move the weights, and then I will vacuum. And then I can put the food on the table for now while we eat. Do some dishes and then eat. Because there's a lot of dishes to be done. All right, weights have been moved. I do need to empty this vacuum at some point. So no one pay attention to the fact that my vacuum is full while I'm doing this. I know it needs to be emptied. Oh my God. Is that dough from yesterday? What even is that? Oh, it was a chocolate. Oh, one of the cookies fell. Oh no. Well, that one's gonna need another chocolate on it. And that chocolate's been smushed. So let me wipe it up. It's just very, not a lot of space in here. I was wondering if anything fell. 10-minute rule. Yeah, I'm still gonna eat that cookie. Maybe I'll eat it though, because it did fall on the floor. I don't want to be giving people floor cookies. Well, at least not without their consent. So let me eat that one. Here it is. Cookie without a chocolate. I put the cookie back on the plate. Yeah, I'm still going to eat this cookie. It's still good. It just fell on the floor. It didn't get stepped on or anything. I'll eat it. I just vacuumed. My floor is very clean. I think it's a 10-second rule, not a 10-minute rule. Cherry, thank you for the highlighted message. I'm so glad that it brings you so much joy, and thank you for sharing your joy with us. And I hope your night is improving now that you are free of the siblings. Yeah, I totally just ate it. Sugar Skulls, you heading out? Spear Closet, hello. First, a finger cookie, now a floor cookie. I think Amanda's doing this on purpose. I do love these cookies, but I'm not meaning to do it. Amanda the Victorian Time Traveler and her duck. Yo, that would be a sick animated series. Does the Swiss Chalet Festive Special still come with the Lindor chocolates, minus the peanut butter ones? They discontinued them, sadly. Yeah, no peanut butter Lindors, I don't think, anymore. But yes, it does come with the Lindor chocolates. I have them here. Certainly needs to be on Cartoon Network or Netflix. I feel like it would be a good Cartoon Network show. I like that idea. Okay, well, everything is put away. I vacuumed. So now all we got to do is some dishes. So we can do that. Let me move my humidifier and move some things out of the way. And I don't know, I think I will put things back on the table for now. Just until we move it. Just because then things aren't on the stove and it makes the chocolate melt more. It's already melted enough. Some of these cookies will also be for me, so it's okay if we have a finger cookie. I can eat the finger cookie, or Duck will eat the finger cookie, maybe. Duck, will you eat the finger cookie? We're learning so much today. Yeah, I eat off the floor. It's my floor. It's clean. It's a clean floor. I clean my floor every week. And I will eat a cookie if I put my finger in it. My hands are clean. I've been washing them like crazy. Wash, wash, wash those hands. Okay, moving the humidifier over here. And before I get into the dishes, I'm going to check to make sure that Anthony and Kurt aren't like, Amanda, we're live. We're ready to go. Where are you? Oh, they are live. They just went live. All right, well, we'll do dishes later then. And I'll transfer over to the other side. And I'll put all this away later. We'll let it sit. We'll let it set for now. Cool. I was told you shouldn't put your finger in the cookie. Ideally, you should not put your finger in the cookie. Every week, yes, I clean my floors once a week. I'm the only one here, really, in this military bunker area. I guess we'll raid in. Should we raid in? Thank you so much, everyone. Whose finger is in it? No, I just accidentally put my finger in the chocolate that's on it, Duck. All right, we're going to go over to Lies You'll Enjoy. Thank you so much to everyone that joined me today in the stream. I hope you guys had a great time, and I hope you had fun and enjoyed this. We are going to be going over to Lies You'll Enjoy, which is a stream that I am also on, that I will be on, where we tell sweet, sweet little lies, nice lies, fun lies we're going to tell you guys some stories. We play TTRPG games, tabletop role-playing games, like Dungeons and Dragons, but we never play Dungeons and Dragons. We play little indie games. This was so fun. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. We are going to play some Marvel Rivals still, so stay tuned. That will be a stream where I will dress up as Rogue. And thank you again, everybody that stuck with me for all the baking. Wow, we did 3 days of baking and we survived. And all of the holiday baking is done now, which is great because some of it I have to deliver tomorrow. So, perfect timing. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. I'll see you guys again really soon. I'm sorry I can't do credits because I'm on OBS, but know that everyone that supported the stream today is appreciated. I love you all. We probably did unlock our watch-along for Interview with a Vampire, so stay tuned for that over on the Discord. If you're not on the Discord, get on over there. And I'll see you guys maybe Wednesday, definitely Thursday. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Bye. I think the raid went. Did it go? May have gone already. I'll pop the Discord in the YouTube chat for those that are still here over on that side. And I will say, until next time, friends, as always, stay nerdy. Bye. And then I gotta go over here and I gotta end the stream.